Gyro actually carry this game versus Jug? And I don't think he does. He's going to get doomed. He can't play the Satanic game. He doesn't out-man fight this hero. It's a spooky game for Invaders, I think. But I felt like that was what last game was, and they pulled it through somehow. So what do I know, you know?
They pulled it through in the late game. So we're going to have a melee matchup again in the mid. Magnus versus Kunkka. You got Doom Hoodwink against a Gyro Clockwork. Which...
Yeah.
I mean, I always feel kind of weird about these Doom plus aggressive 4 position that in my head is a hero that wants to get kills. That's how, like, I look at it. That's how I play it. I feel like Hoodwink is one of those heroes that wants to get aggressive, and he's paired up with the Doom, who's probably not going to have, like, the most offensive impact.
I think Hoodwink just wants to out-trade the support. I don't think it's a hero that needs kills. I think it just needs to make the other support feel like trash. And if you do that, you're kind of happy.
Okay, all right.
Because he's a very strong laner. Bushwhack plus Acorn, his level 3 is very good. He can abuse like Blightstone and Bind less regen because he'll outrange you most of the time. So that should lead to some sort of advantage, right? And you just want to leverage that advantage into either killing them or getting extra pulls or burning more regen, whatever it is. It can be any of those things, but you just have to get there to make it feel good. I think the kills are the best because it's XP and this hero loves XP, but I mean, can't always get that, you know?
Thunder is going to walk away with the early advantage here. 3 bounty runes going their way, so Dark Mago is going to have his bottle that much faster. Bottom lane already being heavily cleared out by Smash and Slodden as they're cutting down all of the trees with their double Quelling Blade duo.
Yeah, people forget to do this, which, I mean, maybe that's ridiculous, but it does happen. It definitely makes a big difference for this tree. You lose extra regen, you can't gap close as well. It makes you have to play the lane in a very different way. Some treants just aren't used to that because it doesn't happen in pubs a lot. So I like this idea. It should pay off, and they should do fine in this off lane. You're not going to stop the Jug farming, but Smash shouldn't have too bad a time, though. This trade is really bad for him, actually. It's getting zoned.
Yeah, Tree, you have 1 armor, and Tree hits for 92 damage. So even all that work of cutting down trees and fire spirits and such still makes the matchup annoying for him.
I mean, either Slodden goes and pulls a wave, or he should just be not letting this tree and hit his Phoenix. Like, that was basically just bad positioning on the lane. Either way, lane's still going okay. Top, they get a salve out of the clock, and they're going to start to build this harass over time between Scorched Earth and these Blightstone Acorns. Yeah, so you just throw this Acorn out, man. Like, this is what I'm seeing. You just spam it. It's 70 mana. You're guaranteed to get, you know, at least usually 2 out of the 3.
What a great bushwhack. A little bit late there on the Blood Grenade, but it did land on the Clockwork. It hit MMZ as well, so we actually got max damage out of that.
This is the type of trading you want with this hero. Just wear through the regen, put yourself in a position where you either get the kill or you control the pull camps and the Lotus. You're going to win the lane over time. You're going to be happy. Looks like a skewer mid. I mean, Dark Mago does have to care in this lane. Melee hero versus a mag, you can skewer him in, maybe TP one of these supports.
Yeah.
Can be spooky. But lane's going Thunder Awaken's way for sure. They are free farming.
They certainly are.
Another skewer.
With the Thunder able to get the pull on top, that's going to help out a lot. Good skewer. Wow. Dark Mago really wanted to get to that second water rune. He'll have it. He'll miss some CS for it, though. Missing out on the flag bearer, that never feels good.
See if you can make it pay off. Cost you some gold on the teleport as well. But he is winning this lane.
Fight top, MNC going to be caught by the bushwhack and unable to grab the Lotus away from Oscar. And same deal for Thunder Awaken on the their safe lane, because who's going to challenge Juggernaut for Lotus when he's got that spin to work with, so.
Definitely feeling good about this lane progression. You look for these level 3s, you can start to amp up the aggression a bit more as well if you want, with these Lotuses to back you up. But maybe they're just happy with the course free farming as well. MNZ getting burned out.
Yeah, Oscar gets burned out of all of his mana, but Healing Lotus, I guess, is still there for him. And he's already completed his Helm of Iron Will, so even more, the trade battle is going to start going the way of Thunder Awaken.
Hoodwink's done his job. Secured the Doom's game, basically free farm, highest net worth. Oscar should be very large when he gets his time to fight.
Damn, that Acorn did so much damage, man. Is he actually going to die here? Yeah, he's just wiped out. Oscar gets the final swing, which did a ton of damage, and cuts him down for 400 gold.
This is the Hoodwink tech. He didn't used to go like 2-1-0. He used to be 1-2-0, but people are abusing this Whitestone level 2 Acorn. It adds up over time, man. The spell is very efficient.
Yeah, 90 bonus damage at level 2. And that's getting amped up by Blightstone. Good skewer back once again by C Smile, who is losing out on the regen war unless he gets these kind of skewers. Good block. Will help a little bit more. He's got another shockwave. The kill might not be there though, because the bushwhack, and the bushwhack might just finish off C Smile, but he planted a tree instead of planting it for the extra hit. Might have missed out on the kill. Might have missed out on a kill on the Hoodwink, though. C Smile commits to it. Shockwave skewer will get it done. Finally, somebody dies.
Maybe he just didn't see the shaker, but if
C Smile's still dead as well. A tree comes over. A little bit of a tree gank.
Yeah, everybody's mid. 6 heroes, but it's got to be good for Thunder Awaken as the Mag perishes. Dark Mago gets the XP. Will he go down though?
Still trying for it, and they get him inside the cogs, but there is a catapult soaking up some of these battery assault hits. Got a little lucky on the battery assaults, but it was good enough to get the kill on Dark Mago. So mids do get traded out.
If I'm Dark Mago, I'm a little pissed about that one. Like,
yeah.
How does this guy just walk up, cog me on like 2 creeps? Neither of the creeps end up in the cog, and neither of them tank a battery. You know, okay, you got me. You got me there. And it'll get a haste for C-Smile as well. Pays off.
They also get both the Lotuses on the side lanes again for Thunder Awaken, so that's a pretty massive. Okay, that was not the Fisher, slotting a little bit off the mark there.
Yeah, Thunder Awaken are still pretty happy with this laning phase. I mean, this mid is kind of a washed lane now for both mids in a way, but whatever. You're probably happier with the Cook anyway. And Veil done top, they're going to push it back into Katara. It's just so much easy free damage here. Does not feel good staying on this lane right now.
But it's a gyrocopter, so you kind of have to. This hero's not quite ready. Yeah, he's going to be blocked up a bit and won't be able to get away in time. Slon will finish him off with the aftershock hit.
Aggressive spin on Smash, which ends up getting turned around. Will it cost them an XP rune, however? Could be worth it if they get it.
Yeah, MJZ, no, blocked out by the Fisher. Slon gets there just in front of him. MJZ a little bit disappointed by that, I'm sure, as that would have put him up to level 5. No luck.
Would have made up for that Jug death.
Yeah. Zoom?
Not today.
Isolated here, but even isolated doesn't feel good about the battery assault, as this Doom just proves to be too big at this point in time. Thanks to the early Veil, and the level 6 gets picked up. Blood Grenade gets thrown down, and Gyrocopter's dead.
That is a costly double death. This Doom is going to be massive.
Linear dies again.
Yeah, they just egged him off the spin. Once more, this aggressive spin. It is not the game plan, my man. Backfiring horrible. This Jug had a free game. Now he has back-to-back deaths.
Yeah. He's actually behind the Phoenix in net worth now.
I mean, this is a lane where the Jug really cannot die. Right? If you just sit there and farm, they can't do anything to you.
Yep.
So yeah, giving this Phoenix a lot of extra gold. Costly mistakes. Lumiere still level 5. Oscar gets run down as well. Tree and armor are going to help him stay alive, but this game might come down to which of these offlaners is going to assert their advantage first.
You
They
know
are the
Dark
two
Mago's
big
got to
bad
be
boys.
questioning his carry. He's like, man, all the supports are mid. How are you dying down there?
It is weird. I don't think their deaths should have happened at all. I mean, this Jug could be highest net worth in the game, almost. So he's going to have some catch-up time, but still in fine position. But it did give some farm to smash. Veil completed level 7 on the Phoenix. If he can find a way to like join another fight on another lane by TPing in, turning around, that's probably ideal. It will give a lot to his team.
Jay-Z set up through the portal, level 3 Leech Seed. And he'll be joined by his Juggernaut. They're going to make a push to finish off this tower. Gyrocopter's already given up on it, though. He's got some stacks in the jungle. He's gotten to that point where he can just jungle from here on out. No problem.
He is also going a smaller item build than last time. Last time he went this, Treads, Right Band, Crystallis into the Ags. This time, Kataro just going Falcon Blade into Treads Dragon.
Boat mid. C Smile. Good amount of damage, but not enough to get the kill. Not even close. 200 HP still left. But it does put him low, and maybe not in the happiest place to get that power rune. They do manage to run down. I mean, they were just waiting for somebody to show up in this top lane. Sure enough, they do. 10-minute rune spawns, and Dark Mago is unlucky. Spawns on the other side. It's an invis rune for C Smile. If he can get there, he still has Skewer.
Oh, Juke.
RP and Skewer into the tower because he had an arcane rune. He feels like this is worth it. The supernova goes off. Dark Mago's going to be low, but he will survive. Hook shot is up. Long range, but he hits it all the way from downtown. Connects onto Dark Mago.
God damn.
Back into it, though. Oscar has a Doom that he's laid out onto the Phoenix, but the Phoenix looks more than healthy enough to survive.
That was a ridiculous hook shot. Straight up ridiculous. It like went through the other hero. That was an impressive sequence, I guess, as well. I feel like they wasted these ults on this insanely tanky Kunkka that had no business dying there. But somehow it all works out according to plan and, well, pushes Dark Mago down the net worth chart, helps this mag out, and suddenly all 3 cores from Invaders in the top 4 here. Not too shabby.
Why do you think the Gyro is going those smaller items this time around?
I don't know. Maybe feels like with Empower, it can make up for the hard hitting aspect you lose, or like the farm rate. Maybe he just wants to fight a lot more early. It would probably be one of these two things, even though those two things are maybe at ends with each other. I don't know.
Yeah, I would have imagined the game where he has a mid laner that scales for him would have been the game he goes small stat items, and then the game where he is the hard carry would have been the Crystallis Ags build.
We'll see what he does. I mean, he still can go those same items as Slotin gets.
Whoa! Hook shot misses and ends up hitting on the tree and protector behind him. Not what he intended, and will put him in a nasty position. At least he gets a courier on his way out.
Well, can't hit them all. Or I guess you can, but they're not all good.
This combo is super annoying, by the way. The Kunkka Hoodwink duo, where you're caught in X, and you're about to be on the receiving end of a full sharpshooter.
It's painful. Painful for sure, especially if this Veil or Shiva's from the Doom comes out on top of you in later portions of this game.
Yeah.
Really going to amp that magic damage. But it's still pretty similar to game 1. Stable game, less than 1,000 net worth lead. And if we're going into the mid game, if you get your blinks up on the side of Invaders, you do arguably have stronger team fight, like between Egg, a hookshot initiation, and a blink RP skewer, a shaker with blink who can follow up with Egg. That's a lot to go through if you don't have BKBs or Shivas or debuff immunity, and they'll find an RP bottom, just claim a tree. Not the best reveal, but you'll take it.
And at least you can secure this tower with the tree now dead.
They're just gonna push in mid. I mean, it's kind of like daring them to hook shot me. I guess they know the clock can't get there, but
I mean, early blade mail on a Kunkka, that's not a target I ever feel good about going on.
he does die pretty fast, though. If you land Veil into, like, Fire Spirit Sunray while he's trapped in a cog, he'll die. You can also just skewer him back. He's kind of tower... I mean, they saw the clock mag bottom, but I don't know if just bulldozing these towers is going to be that good of an option for Thunder in general this game. It's just hard versus mag lineups. It might just become another farm fest.
It's looking like it.
Missed hook shot. Nobody saw that one.
I certainly didn't.
Yeah, it's turning into a farm fest. So the question is, when this happens, like, which team is getting more out of the map? Because if you're Thunder Awaken, you have a level 3 Devour Doom, and you have a Maelstrom Jug, and they're just going to go to town. On the other side, you have this, like, Falcon Blade Dragonlance Gyro, and you have a Magnus. I feel like I'm taking the Doom Jug.
Yes.
I don't know.
I also agree with that, and I think one big thing for me is the fact that you have your Blink Dagger timing on Earthshaker Magnus. Surely you want to be using that right now, you know?
Yeah, again, if you're going to farm, could have just gone Midas or Echo Saber on the mag or whatever you wanted to. So it is going to be a
the
smoke.
two of them.
Not going to catch anything, though. Or if they go triangle, they might. Have one off.
I mean, if he gets off spin, he might. Okay, never mind. There's just Blink Echo Ward on the high ground. Will be the end of Lumiere.
All right, nice smoke. This is going to open up a fight on mid. You have the Shivas on the Phoenix as well.
Oh, Clockwork runs right into Hoodwink, but hook shots the Kunkka instead. And yeah, he's stuck under the Supernova. So the Blade Mail is returning a bunch of damage onto nothing. He's still living, though, thanks to the bow buff. And they do manage to get a Doom onto the Magnus. Caught him in the Overgrowth, too. So he's going to take the extra damage needed to finish him off. A double kill for Oscar as he sweeps on in through the side. Perfect timing for him. A great team fight for Thunder Awaken.
Dark Mago just proving me wrong, as though they're going to go back in and might get this Doom. Sunray doing a lot.
Yeah, that's not a support Phoenix right there. That is a Shiva's maxed out Fire Spirits, maxed out Sunray Phoenix. He does some damage. He'll lose his life for it, but, you know, at least he managed to get the kill first. Costs Lumiere his Omni Slash for 2 minutes.
They're still looking at Dark Mago. Boat's back down. Again, hitting these towers is risky business, man. I don't know if you can do this.
Back. He does X himself beforehand, though. That was a cool move.
This feels
still gunning for that kill, man. RP, now they're running out of damage. Now it's going to be... Yeah, Udomi's just like, okay, I got to get out of here, man. This is not good. Defensive hook shot. They take the ward away as well. C-Smile, does he want to skewer this? It's not up yet. Now he gets it. But again, the X is going to be put to use here. He's going to pull back the mag. They're fine with trading out the Tree Protector as long as they can get this mag kill. Tree dies. The mag does not. Not yet anyway, because Oscar is blocked out. Tried to come through the river, but hits a cog wall instead. Now Oscar's burning up from the Sunray. So much damage. Again, tries to stop it as best he can. A bushwhack that lands, but the Fire Spirits that also landed made sure that Oscar does fall. And now Invaders will sweep in and take this tower.
Good collapse from them. I mean, this game was just turning into some weird cage match mid with brawlers all smacking each other, achieving nothing. But Kataro comes in, early fighting items. Ag's done now, so he has it all. This is where the Gyro can shine. Like, these early fights, you contribute your spells plus flak. It's significant. More than the Jug can do right now. And I mean, Smash is just... He has controlled this game a lot more than Oscar's been able to in terms of the team fights. Though Oscar is still 6-2 and very farmed. This Phoenix has definitely been melting some people.
Mm-hmm. Interesting build too. He's going to be going for Lincoln's next item. Another hook shot that finds its mark, and the sharpshooter couldn't get him far enough away, but they go for the gyrocopter as he stumbles a little bit too far forward, immediately gets doomed up, and they'll just run him down bit by bit.
I mean, you can't heal him.
Heals? I mean, they're going to have to run into the supernova to finish off the gyrocopter. They don't want to do that. They managed to get skewer into that explosion. Yes, the gyrocopter dies, but some of these areas are low. Omni Slash goes out. That'll help finish him off. The Echo Sand comes in. Yes, but it's not quite enough to finish up Lumiere. He does do big damage, though. The lightning procs coming out from Dark Mago, zapping some of these heroes. He'll finish off Tiger. He's got him. Lumiere is going to help run him down. I mean, great Echo Slam, but Juggernaut out on the Omni Slash, wasn't touched by it, and as a result, him and Dark Mago clean up the fight, no problem.
He did so much damage there. Just off of the Mjolnir, man. Getting these lightning bounces in, throwing the charge on the Kunkka. Damage leader of that fight. Now he's level 15. Lumiere finding his place in this game, and once more dominating the XP board, along with Kataro, who, yeah, if he runs into that Doom, I mean, he's very tanky on the raw HP. The thing about this build is he got to take a bunch of stats as well, right? Because he's not putting points into the barrage or missile. He has 3,000 raw HP with this Falcon Blade, Dragonlance, Ags, Specialist Array, stat build, and the HP talent at 10. And he still dies to the Doom.
Yeah.
There's like nothing you can do, man.
He's going to go BKB and Manta, two different items to try and deal with this Doom situation. Helps with the Omni Slash too, but I do have to wonder, is Gyrocopter, he's not just out carrying a Juggernaut, he's out carrying a Juggernaut while being unable to heal a lot of times, and that just sounds an impossible scenario as the game goes later, but they are reaching a bit of a timing here, and the net worth is still even.
There's also a question of, like, the execution against these two carries. Like, in the case of Thunder Awaken, they just have to jump in and doom the gyro, and I feel like they're reasonably happy with the fight progressing, you know? They throw some boats and torrents in, Lumiere can go in, whatever. On the flip side, Invaders, like, can you start on this Jug, and can you burst him down as he becomes tankier in this game? Like, right now, it's doable, but in 15 minutes, if this Jug has 2,500, 3,000 HP, if you RP skewer him in, does Gyro burst him? I don't think he does, right? And in that situation, you're kind of screwed because Omni Slash goes off and it gets really weird really fast. So the execution from Invaders, I think, has to be a lot more on point here with the ultimates and the chain stunning and who they jump and making sure this egg always goes off. If you can do that, then the fight can be hard for the Juggernaut. But if Lumiere just gets to come in and like play cleanup crew every time, you're not gonna have a fun one.
It's only gonna get harder with the Sange almost complete for Lumiere, so big bump in HP, status resistance against Earthshaker, all big stuff.
See what C-Smile can do. How hard he can scale in this game is that second source of damage, how much he can buff up the gyro, and also if he can find these skewers to start the fights off. Like, if you can find the hook shots and the skewers to find the Doom before he dooms the gyro, then, you know, a lot of this just goes out the window, and you're not in a bad position at all. Also, if you can secure Roshans in this game, if they can put Aegises on top of the gyro, then it's a very strong item for Thunder Awaken lineup.
Yeah, I feel like the movement to objectives, Roshan, has been a bit slower than some of the other region play that I've seen.
Definitely less decisive. Like, even here, right? Are Invaders Roshin or are they not? You know, they're kind of walking into it. It looks like they're going to Rosh, but they're not Roshing. Like, you know, are you going to hit it? Or are you not going to hit it? Or walking in the trees? Like, it's like they're debating it instead of just doing it. And you may say, well, it doesn't matter, but 5 seconds in Dota is the difference between someone getting in this pit and wiping you and someone not being there. So BKB will arrive for Yatoro has messed me up on this one. MNZ will get his BKB, so they have double BKB here and an egg to defend this pit fight.
The smoke gets here. Now, fortunately, Udomi is already in place to be able to block out some of it, but Roshan is not dying fast, and the rest of this can still get here. Sharpshooter inside the pit. They see it slow. Shiva's running in, but RP from C Smile is just beautiful, setting up the Echo Slam. They wipe out all of these heroes. No problem.
Get the hell out of here, says C Smile. That is the easiest dunk of Slotting's life right there. As they just walk straight into it, man. Like, I mean, what are you doing there? And now that gyro gets to do some damage, man. He just gets to clean him up. They just walked right into this RP, clumped on a ramp. That wasn't some like crazy highlight reel skewer into an RP player, right? You just blink RP'd him.
Yeah, I mean, okay, he got hit by the sharpshooter. Did he have an armor rune or something?
Yeah, he had shield rune on.
Okay, so the shield rune prevented the damage, which kept his blink dagger up, which is maybe something they didn't expect out of it, right? They put damage on him, but true. His blink was still capable. So maybe that's just like a little bit of calculus that was off there for Thunder Awaken.
But the thing is, you still can't run in there clumped with the cores because there's a chance you just get echoed. You know?
Sure.
You just don't want to clump versus team. It's the nightmare scenario, but C Smile finds the opening. The runes are going his way, and now, yeah, he's getting aggressive now. They're getting some momentum.
Skewered back in. Uses the X-bow combination onto the mag. They're going to have to dive behind tower. The Lincoln's block that came out, smash, passed over his Lincoln's onto C Smile, beautifully saves him. Hook shot now stops Oscar in his tracks. BKB, the sharpshooter, doesn't finish off Smash, and TP away from Doom is desperate, but he does manage to get out Lumiere, and his life is not able to finish off MNZ. It was so close. He almost got a double there. Almost killed C Smile and MNZ, or at least taken away his Aegis, but not good enough.
That is a very forced fight, though. Like, the way that fight happens, they just gave a free team fight to Kataro and took advantage of it. He's just sitting in the back flacking everybody. He had Aegis this entire time, which, again, this Aegis is really strong. It negates a lot of their all-in potential. Another 5,000 damage fight from this Gyrocopter, showing us that this hero, despite my disbelief, can actually do some work.
Yeah. It really doesn't look that bad. I mean, again, there are a lot of things that are going right for them. That Roshan fight, some things happen that maybe shouldn't happen. Shouldn't maybe getting 3-man RPs on carries plus other heroes. This last one, clutch Lincoln's break there from Smash, throwing it over there on C Smile. Prevents a lot of the movement there of Thunder Awaken.
I mean, Invaders are just outplaying him in these fights. There's no way around it. And they might be sloppy, but they're outplaying him. And Thunder Awaken, you're on the brink of elimination here. You gotta put something together soon. You're just losing so much momentum in this game. Like, Jug can carry this game, but not if he's down 20 or 30k gold.
This tower just won't die. Eventually gets it. So that'll be the first tier 2 down on the side of Thunder Awaken. Opens up the outpost, which is immediately taken. Dark Mago's got to be careful. All these heroes set up around the outpost area. They want to catch. They want to hunt. They have the RP ready to go. Waits for the shockwave to pull him back again. Now drops it. Thunder. Are they going to be able to bail out Dark Mago here? Uses BKB TP out, but the hook shot lands. He had the angle. Dark Mago can't get away. They're going to run down the Hoodwink as well. A little bit of bonus there for Thunder Awaken.
Nice comms. Kataro steps out of the way. You get that hook shot. Nice chase down and easy pickings, man. This Aegis is proving deadly on the map right now. 10k gold advantage almost. This is an Aegis that's done some work. They've used it well. Thunder still searching for an answer.
Take a second tier 2, just add to that net worth difference. And
just can't find the pickoffs either.
Yeah. The setup here in bottom lane, the Clockwork has his hookshot coming back up. You do not have the defense. Oh, Omni Slash immediately put to use, but the Glimmer Cape stops him. And now the hookshot will stop his spin TP. I'm not sure what he was thinking. That he was just always going to be able to spin TP, but there's a lot of BKB piercing ultimates here on the side of Invaders.
Yeah, it just came up. I mean, it's close to being on cooldown from that Kunkka kill, but yeah, that was the benefit of this mag. Like, you have 2 BKB piercing spells, so you can kind of toggle them on and off and always have something for this Jug. Makes this game a
technically,
lot
you got
harder.
a third one in the Supernova, and you've got the Earthshaker who can blink Echo Slam like an instant stun at any time. I mean, it's not a guaranteed. That's not a guaranteed life where you could just run around and be like, oh, there's some heroes, spin TP.
There's also just not much to bail him out if one of those things happens. Like, there's Boat Rum, and there's kind of an Overgrowth, but that's it. Whereas Invaders can use all these ults to bail each other out in the fight. They have Glimmer and Solar already done for Tiger. They have double Lincolns up between the Mag and the Phoenix. So these are 2 Lincolns that not that easy to pop, and they can throw them to try and deal with the Doom in the first place. And he just blind skewered this tree, or he saw him on the sentry.
He knows. He's
That's
like,
range.
every tree is going to be playing in that spot, but he didn't get over the cliff, so he's stuck now.
This is
so
weird.
it ends up being not so good for them. And actually, the Torrent Storm hits MNZ. Opportunities present themselves with a turnaround with that Fisher hook shot following it up. MNZ has a chance to lay on some damage with a flag shot. It's not coming back up in time. He has to get out of here.
Yeah, Katara wants none of this fight. Said, what the hell was that, boys? I don't want to be in that. I don't know what it is, but I'm not going to be in it. And he makes the right call. I mean, a great skewer on the tree, but then he just got stuck at the cliff, and that was pretty awkward, to say the least.
Yeah,
good hold from Thunder Awaken.
Just ran a little shy. I mean, he's also half a level away from level 20, which
made the difference.
Would have made a huge difference. I mean, 375 skewer range would give him some serious leeway in that situation.
It's a very good talent for a reason. Well, throws a bit of the lead back towards Thunder Awaken. And they're going to play for this next Roshan. Hopefully, Kataro can get this Butterfly before then, create a really big damage gap versus Jug, who is rushing MKB. Has his level 20 talent as well. I mean, it's not a talent we talk about anymore, but it is still a pretty big talent for the hero. A lot of lifesteal going through. If Lumiere can get to MKB and land an Omni on the Gyro, that's still kind of their teamfight win condition, along with dooming him. But you have to deal with the Lincoln Spheres here, and you have to deal with the initiation. So far, I feel like every fight has been initiated by Invaders in this game.
Yeah. Oh, this Roshan spawn time is going to be pretty important. When you have the Butterfly, but the MKB is around the corner, this timing, you get one team fight to make the Butterfly worth against the Juggernaut specifically. If it's a fast Roshan, Invaders can probably take that fight with confidence. It's going to be right in the middle, a minute and a half until Roshan's up. So Lumiere might be able to get to that MKB in time.
I think he should. It's just a question of, can you take the fight? Because that last Roche fight, that was brutal, man. That was the start of a lot of this lead. So you have to take it in a better way than last time and deal with the massive team fight coming out. Again, who goes in and starts it on your terms if you're Thunder Awaken? Are you just running the Doom in, hope he's tanky enough? Are you running this Kunkka in and he's using the Torrent Storm boat early? Kind of have to know ahead of time, because the second you walk in range of a ward or you walk in range of the vision, the mag or the shaker or the clock are going. Like, somebody is going, and then it's already kind of chaos for you.
Pinged out the triangle. Do not take these last few camps that I need to be able to complete the MKB.
Yeah, he's really close, like 100 off.
Yeah.
He's 20 gold off as the smoke comes through.
Lands onto Oscar. RP him right away, right as he used the BKB. Ogre Seal Totem actually gets him out of that dead end that he was stuck in. Okay.
Man got some moves.
Well, now this ends up being perfect timing for Thunder Awaken. Roshan is up. No RP. Just completed the MKB.
Yeah, this is ideal. You smoke, and you smoke fast right here. Gladly trade a Doom BKB for RP, right? 60 seconds without that ultimate. Now you have your chance. You have your shot in this game to contest. You put this MKB to use.
Well,
a scary position for Invaders.
We can see what Thunder Awaken's game plan was. Like, how to start fights. They're very clearly just walking Dark Mago. He's not in the smoke. He's just going to walk into them. Trying to find something with the hood. He spotted in first, though, and they're going to get the skewer pick off. Lumiere's charging in, hit by the hook shot. And it rotates to the Echo Slam, instantly dead. He charged right into Invaders, and they stand their ground. Yeah, they got the Doom onto the Gyrocopter, but it doesn't mean anything when you don't have any damage behind it anymore. He's going to comfortably try and chase after Dark Mago, push back by that little bit of a tidal wave, but he is super slowed, and another skewer to boot to pull him back in. They are going to get a team wipe because the Hoodwink bought back. He was the first death in that fight. They got a 5 for nothing.
Just excellent support play, honestly. Hook shot into the cogs, into Echo Slam on the Jug, and he's gone. That's all it took. He does not have the raw HP to tank all of the magic damage and the flak cannon hits coming out. Got hit by 5 flak cannons while all that's going on, so this Gyro was able to output the damage even though he wasn't on top of him necessarily. And man, didn't even get anything off. No spin, no Omni Slash. Farmed for what? He's just not had an initiation. Like, again, they're just finding him. They're finding the way they want to start the fights even without an RP. Running a Hoodwink into that tree line and just like hoping you see enough is just not good enough.
Yeah. It's dangerous when you get dragged back into that fight because, I mean, we haven't talked about it a ton, but there is still, like, yeah, you took away RP, but there is still this core Phoenix that you have to contest with. You blindly running into potentially getting skewered or fissured or whatever kind of movement obnoxious thing is there. That'll set up that supernova for clear success. And he's level 22. So the Sunray is doing heavy damage.
And it's just getting harder and harder to single target these heroes down between the Doom and the Omni Slash. You have 3 Lincoln Spheres between these 3 cores and a Lotus Orb from Smash who threw it on the frontlining Gyro that last fight, so he couldn't Omni Slash the Gyro. Like, that was the one guy that Lumiere actually saw, was Guitaro on the front line. He got instantly Lotus. Well, okay, can't do anything to him. He has to run in deeper. All of these, like, little itemizations have just created problems for the 2 big spells in this Doom and Omni Slash to do anything. And it's not getting easier.
It's funny how that ease of execution of team fights is flipped entirely, where it just became just get the Doom on the Gyrocopter, an Omni Slash, your carry's dead, and that's most of their damage. Well, now you've got 2 single target spells fighting through 3 Lincoln Spheres. Yeah, like,
it's tough.
How are you going to get through this?
And what do you have to pop it, right? It's not that easy. Like, you can Acorn Shot it, I think,
Acorn
or Boomerang it. You can Leech Seed it. I mean, okay, good luck. Like, if you can start the fight with a Leech Seed Lincoln's Pop, I mean, you're a god. And you can, like, X somebody, but there's just not a lot reliable, right? So it's just good itemization here, making the game very difficult for Thunder Awaken to start the fights on their terms, which should mean good things happen for C-Smile and Slottin with this Echo and this RP. And there are 2 RPs now, as C-Smile finishes a refresher. Pretty close to not having mana to use it, but he did get an Arcane Rune, which definitely helps.
Yeah, that's very fortunate, for sure.
Yeah, just take the fight with that rune. He'll be very happy. Banner placed in the base in a side lane, just as you wanted.
Whatever. Either way, it's still in the base, just like you wanted.
Now, imagine they siege high ground and they just globally drop the banner behind the high ground tower. They see the Jug. He instantly gets Echo Slam.
I would be pretty hype. Oscar slipping right past Slot in there with his Shiva's active. Making his way to the other side of the map. I assume to try and like farm up some deep ancients. They can get some tier 4 items out of it. See if he can get to his next round of items, which...
I know he's there.
Yeah, they got the scan on him. And now he's real screwed. Because he can't BKB TP out. They're just going to RP him and say, screw it. Well, I've got an Arcane Rune. Just get this quick kill. And let's go back to work.
I mean, by the time he's up, RP will have 30 seconds, so who gives a damn?
Yeah.
And Ancient Guardian for the Jug. So probably not a bad choice, considering I think he's going to be near as Ancient when the next fight breaks out.
MNZ just casually hitting tier 3 without anybody to back him up. It's kind of crazy when you have Tidal Wave, but
he's just not afraid. He's just way too good in this game. I mean, Doom's up in 10, though. He needs to think about getting dragged in deep and then...
MJZ, he caught you once there, and this time he's got the skewer all the way over the cliff. MNZ is going to lose his first life, but whatever. Aegis was expiring soon anyway.
I mean, he can get chain stunned here in the Doom.
Lincoln's Lotus. They do manage to get the Doom on him, and it's a Lotus Doom, actually. Oscar is doomed up himself, so he's got to get out of here. Got hit by Cogs into the Echo Slam again. Cannot get off an Omni Slash against Invaders.
Do you buy here? I mean, you're going to have to.
You're going to have to. They're blocked out of the Fissure right now. They can't actually get safely to their fountain. They're screwed. Hit by the RP. Finally gets off an Omni Slash, but it's going to bounce around with the whole team tanking it. Stuck inside the Cogs. They'll try and run him down with a spin, but ultimately all of these other heroes are still up, and you're being kited around. Tidal Wave pulling him back in. Skewer, they put the carries together, and it's MNZ who will die first, but still getting burned out by the Sunray. So much damage. They are going to wipe through all of these heroes unless Dark Mago gets back in time. He heals up just enough. Smash. Another Skewer puts him into an awkward position. This time, the core will survive against his opposing force as he managed to get a dive away. Everybody else from Invaders is out.
4 buybacks used here by Thunder Awaken, and they got a clockwork. I mean, I guess you get the gyro at the end, but like, whatever, right? I think MNZ is very happy with the outcome of that fight. Gets to finish his 6 slots here, doesn't even lose much. And Lumiere is just, he's had a rough one. He just can't enter these fights. The second that spin is out or he doesn't cast it, he's getting Echo Slammed, and it just feels like the fight's impossible, right?
Yeah. See Smile by himself, no BKB. Trying to catch Dark Mago. He's going to have to do it multiple times because everybody else is so far away.
I mean, they know this Jug is dead for 60, no buy. So it's just a free-for-all, but can't push without the gyro. Now, the team fight coordination has just been way better, or at least way easier for Invaders here. As they've had easy pickings with this last pick, Magnus. And C-Smile, he's had a hell of a series. Honestly, yeah, he carried that game 1 in the late game, and I feel like he has just carried this game in the team fights. Along with the Shaker, both these guys have found their ults. Put them to damn good use.
Well, next Roshan is up in 1 minute's time. So Thunder still have another big objective that they can try and flip the script here, but down 30k. It's going to be a very uphill battle. Desperately needs that Aghanim Scepter, just so he can throw around some of these Swift Slashes a little bit more, and doesn't have to like try and run in and all in the Omni Slash on the correct target at the right time.
I mean, he's going BKB on this Jug. It's desperation time. He just wants to stay alive and not get Echo Slammed, I guess, but this feels real bad. He did hit level 25, so he has the extra Omni duration, and that's... He needs it. He needs it real bad. I'm surprised he's level 25, but he got the XP off that gyro kill, I guess.
Yeah, he did.
Looking for the hoodwink. He shot himself over his own gate.
Man, once you get to this point, Clockwork, Magnus, Earthshaker, you've got an Aghanim Scepter on the Clockwork. So he's spamming these rocket flares. There's nowhere to hide unless you have a smoke.
We got the tree again.
Just casually fishing and finds the tree again. See Smile absolutely terrorizing MJZ at this point.
Hasn't gotten to play an honest fight.
No.
Though he does keep going back to the same spot, so he hasn't learned his lesson. The team fight, it just came online too fast. It's just overwhelming here. They're looking for Lumiere again.
Echo into RP anytime he can get got. It doesn't require the enemy carry. Oh, the big long harpoon there. BKB gets Oscar away, actually turns around with a blink dagger, hits the RP onto Dark Mago. Now Oscar jumped over it, and he's still gonna go for Oscar with another harpoon. Skewer back, he'll finish him off, but he did manage to get the Doom off in the last second here. No damage though behind it, as Dark Mago's already thrown his full kit.
Dude, that chain stun was insane. He got chain stunned by 6 different stuns.
Sweeping through, Shiva slowing him down, Fisher blocking, good force staff, gets him away from the skewer and back into the fountain. But there may not be a fountain in 30 seconds time, as Guitaro is working his way through the Ancient right now. They'll finish off C Smile. They do manage to bring him down. Does Invaders feel like they have the damage to finish off this throne in time? They're going to go for it. The Sunray healing MNZ, keeping him alive for now. They only need a couple more shots. A Glyph finally going out with the buybacks, trying to sweep them away, but there's just not enough heroes alive. Dark Mago can't stop all of this.
One for the road.
C Smile will finish it the way he started it this series. He dominated, and he comes through in the end to help Invaders finish off Game 2 and the series.
Man, really impressive Game 2 here. I think that can be a hard game.